Respected President and General Secretary and board members, this is Ajay Kumar Rai from Nepal. I would like to share the trade union situation in Nepal, so that I would like to share it. First of all, thank you to the Chair and General Secretary to giving me time. Yesterday we discussed the rights of transport workers agenda 7. Now looking at it now, it is starting to feel that not only transport workers but the entire labor movement and the rights are starting to be in trouble. Employers have started to be involved in the policy level of state governance and political parties. In the context of Nepal, most leaders of the political parties have started speaking against the labor movement. Employers have started to be included in the party policy level, and more employers are starting to be represented in the parliament that makes laws on behalf of the political party. And when political parties agitate for democracy, they need to the workers and are not on the side of the workers in easy situations. On February 13, the Supreme Court of Nepal decided that the Labour Act will not be effective in the unions of the finance sector from now on, according to which it is now seen that there will be problems for union activity in the unions of the finance sector and also public sector. Also, it is seen that there will be difficulties in the registration, renewal and CBA elections, etc. For that, Nepal's labor unions are trying to solve the problem. Likewise, Nepal Trade Congress, which is the biggest and historical national center, and UNI, Union Network International, has also received a notice about it. Similarly, on other issues, including the issuance of the School Education Act by the Parliament, the government had reached an agreement through negotiations after thousands of teachers protested in Kathmandu last year. After that agreement was not implemented, phased agitation programs began again this year for about a month, and now teachers are from all over the country have gathered in Kathmandu right now. They are currently active in their areas as a general strike, and tens of thousands have been peacefully taking out rallies and marches in Kathmandu city every day. Today is the 9th day of the rallies and marches. The traffic system in Kathmandu is becoming chaotic every day, and government only asked to come to the talks, but the teacher friends are saying that there is nothing else but to implement the previous agreement. The teachers movement is ongoing under the leadership of CNT, Confederation of Nepalese Teachers, and 15 Teachers Federation of Nepal are affiliated to it. Other trade union centers like Nepal Trade Congress, concerned organizations have expressed solidarity with the teachers movement. Similarly, EI, Education International, has also expressed solidarity. In the context of Nepal, these two examples are the government's approach towards workers, which I want to share here. The Supreme Court decision on the union in the finance sector has been notified to the ITF and will coordinate with the UNI, and this is my suggestion. And if we can express solidarity with the current teachers movement by putting it on notice, it will be a great help to the Nepalese labor union movement, and will also encourage the friends who are in the movement. I would like to appeal to our leadership, Chair, President, General Secretary, and board members of the ITF. Thank you very much.
Thank you.